The silence of deep space was broken only by the gentle hum of life support systems. Lieutenant James Reed stared at the vast emptiness through the observation deck window, his reflection ghostly against the backdrop of stars. The colonial vessel, Perseverance, had been adrift for 3 weeks after an unexpected encounter with an uncharted gravitational anomaly. Communications were down, navigation systems compromised, hope dwindling. "Any luck with the comms array?" James asked without turning. Captain Lisa Morgan shook her head. "Engineering says another 2 days at minimum, if we can salvage enough components from the auxiliary systems." The ship carried 2,000 colonists in cryosleep, unaware that their journey to humanity's newest frontier had been violently interrupted. The skeleton crew of 30 awake personnel faced the grim reality that help might never come. "We're beyond standard patrol routes," Lisa continued. "Even if we get a signal out—" Her voice trailed off as something caught James's attention, a slight distortion among the stars, almost imperceptible. "Captain," he whispered, pointing. "Something's out there." Within minutes, alarm klaxons blared throughout the ship. The distortion had materialized into an enormous vessel of alien design, sleek, obsidian, and utterly silent. It dwarfed the Perseverance by several orders of magnitude. "All hands to emergency stations," Lisa ordered, her voice steady despite the fear gripping her chest. "Prepare for possible first contact." The alien ship moved with impossible grace for its size, positioning itself alongside the crippled human vessel. No communications were attempted, no aggression displayed. Just waiting. "They're scanning us," reported technician Tom Wilson from his console. "Our systems can't block it, they're accessing everything." James felt a chill run down his spine. Humanity had explored only a tiny fraction of the galaxy, always wondering if they were alone. Now they had their answer, and they were completely at the mercy of the answer. A holographic projection suddenly appeared on the bridge. A tall, slender figure with iridescent skin and multifaceted eyes. Its voice came through the ship's speakers, a melodious series of tones somehow translated into comprehensible English. "Human vessel. You are damaged. Your biological units are at risk." Lisa stepped forward. "I am Captain Lisa Morgan of the Earth, colonial ship Perseverance. We mean no harm and would welcome assistance." The alien's head tilted slightly. "We are the Collective. We have observed humans from afar. Your species is concerning." Screens around the bridge flickered to life, displaying images of Earth's history, wars, environmental destruction, violence. James winced at the selective portrayal. "You misunderstand us," he interjected. "That's only part of who we are. Your species exhibits aggressive expansion tendencies," the alien continued. "You consume resources inefficiently. You fight amongst yourselves. The collective consensus determines that uncontained human expansion presents unacceptable risk." Lisa's hands clenched into fists. "What does that mean for us?" "Your vessel will be neutralized. The biological units in stasis will be studied, knowledge preserved. But human advancement ends here." Time seemed to freeze on the bridge. 2,000 lives, the future of a colony, all about to be extinguished based on a cold calculus from beings who had never truly understood humanity. James stepped forward. "Before you make that decision, there's something you should know about humans." The alien's attention shifted to him. "You've seen our capacity for destruction, but have you seen what drives us to the stars? Let me show you." James accessed his personal files and projected images onto the main screen. Children playing, scientists collaborating, artists creating, strangers helping strangers in times of disaster. Humans aren't perfect. We make mistakes, sometimes terrible ones. But we learn. We adapt. We care for each other even when it doesn't benefit us individually. We create beauty from nothing. We sacrifice for future generations we'll never meet. He pulled up the ship's manifest. These colonists, they're going to build a new society better than the one they left. That's what humans do. We keep trying to be better, the alien observed silently. Then it spoke. Your argument is emotional, not logical. Emotion isn't separate from logic for us, Lisa added. It drives us to find solutions when pure logic would say to give up. Without emotion, we wouldn't have survived this long. For several excruciating minutes, nothing happened. Then, unexpectedly, the alien ship began transmitting energy pulses to the Perseverance. Systems restoring, Tom reported in disbelief. They're helping us? The alien spoke again. The collective has reconsidered. Humans display unexpected resilience and adaptation capabilities. We will observe longer before judgment. Relief flooded through James. Thank you. We have transmitted coordinates to a nearby outpost. Repairs will be completed there. The alien paused. A signal has been sent to other collective vessels patrolling this sector. Do not fear human expansion. They carry something unique. What's that? Lisa asked. Hope despite imperfection. A concept we had forgotten. The hologram flickered out. The massive ship began to move away, soon disappearing as mysteriously as it had arrived. Days later, as the Perseverance limped toward the coordinates provided by the collective, James stood at the same observation window. Behind him, Lisa approached with a datapad. Engineering confirms we'll make it to the outpost. She smiled. You saved us all with a speech, Lieutenant. James shook his head. I just reminded them of who we really are. Well, it worked. And there's something else. Our long-range scanners picked up a transmission being broadcast across this entire sector of space. It's being repeated on all frequencies. She handed him the pad. On it was a simple message, now propagating outward, to countless stars and worlds beyond. Do not fear. Human signal sent. James looked back at the stars and smiled. Perhaps this was humanity's true purpose in the cosmos. Not conquest or colonization, but the simple yet profound reminder that imperfection and hope could exist together, and that the journey toward something better never truly ends.